So next is a live demo, which is going to be the specific client which had an issue between two teams working together, the sales team and underwriting team that were working in silos, sending emails, going to each other's offices, not sure what to do. We want to show the automated workflows behind it, the reporting and dashboard, how we segment each customer, and then the super cool tool Support, which is a native app of HubSpot, and it easily makes teams onboard, have internal SOPs in one place, and so. I will just stop sharing here. And do you guys see the HubSpot portal right now? Yeah, thank you, Gohar. So yeah, so this specific use case, we had deals that were scattered all over, underwriting objects that we were not sure what's happening, what's not. And yeah, so we can start from scratch. So let's say a client gets in and completes a form, potentially completes a form. They come into HubSpot, they sit as the potential lead, and then we, as the salesperson on the lead object, I go ahead and talk to them. Once they are new, once I send an email, it automatically updates the stage to attempting. Once the client or the lead responds, it says connected. And then once meeting is booked with them, a discovery call is booked. And the super cool part about HubSpot is the automation. So every one of these can be a trigger. So if a lead, if it's qualified, it automatically is going to create a deal for me here in a second. And we're going to see the deal moving into the pipeline and associating with the contact wiki with the company Cookread, and we'll take it from there in the sales process. So it will take another second here to populate. And I also want to open the pipeline. Cool. So we already see the deal here. So if I refresh it, yeah, we can see the new deal created. It automatically assigns the amount for 40,000, which is the average deals that we're having with this client. The close date is here. The stage is mutual interest, which is the first stage of the deal cycle, mutual interest. And the cool part about the tool that I said, Support, is having your internal SOPs all in one place. And let's say if you are an AE, an account executive, and not sure what to do, you just come here, you have your internal operating procedures all written here. So what is a mutual interest? Mutual interest is a stage, is a confirmation that the opportunity has given a verbal confirmation, meaning that lead said, hey, I'm interested, let's move forward. Who is responsible to move this deal in this stage is the account executive. What needs to happen? The account executive needs to send the application link, for which we already have templates inside HubSpot. The account executive needs to send the value proposition to the customer, which we also have in HubSpot, and the AE needs to move the deal to application in a review stage, which is the next one, which is the application started. We can just drag this here, and those questions are going to pop up and say, hey, did this client explicitly state interest in Elephant RevOps, which is a custom property? How much are we expecting from this deal? Great, lead moves fast, and these notes are important. And which product of ours are they interested in? Once that's done, we move it to the next stage. The super cool thing about Support, it also has these cards. So based on the products that the client is choosing, you can go ahead and see those in the card. So if I refresh this card right now, because I picked cards, the tag card is also going to appear eventually here as well. So this is another cool thing about Support. You can see that the deal source is missing. So the only thing that the AE needs to update is to go in and fill out the deal source. Once they go ahead and save it, that error just gets away and disappears. And the automation already asked prepare application for the client, assigned it to me, prepare the application, and move the deal to submit it for underwriting. So that's what we're gonna do. So application started, we move it to submit it for underwriting. We can either move the deal from this part of the deal and complete the task, or we can move it by a drag and drop inside Hubspot, the deal option. So our deal is here. The cards tag is already added. Everything we need is here. So I don't know what the next step is. Let's read it. So it's submitted for underwriting means the AE is responsible. The AE needs to move the deal from this stage to the underwriting team. If the deal is already here, an automatic underwriting object is created. So let's go to the deal and see if that underwriting did get created, which is awesome. I will also show you those workflows shortly. The ones that created this deal, the ones that are creating the underwriting, they're all being automatically done in the background, which is super cool. So if I go to the underwriting, I already see a new one. As an underwriting person, I would like to see, hey, what do I need to do? And I just can read it and do it. So the responsible is the underwriting person. The object needs to move from new application to initial review to let the account executive know that the application has been received. This means that it's the beginning of the know your customer, know your business, and start with it with the due diligence. So as an underwriting person, I come in and I move the deal here. The cool part about this moving it to the initial review is it moves the associated deal to it from submitted for underwriting to in underwriting. So we will know that, hey, this deal already moved to underwriting. And along those stuff, we're also getting notifications from HubSpot that say, new underwriting, Team Cook, please do something about it. And it takes you to this page. So let's go forward with our object. Let's go to the underwriting file. So in the underwriting options, the underwriting team has the option to kind of choose the product, answer questions, do the entire KYC in one place, ask for documents from the client, SS4, tax returns for 2023, current financial statements, operating agreement. You can waive it, you can request it. And based on this request, the account executives get a task and a notification similar to this to start asking the client for all these documentation. If the client needs a quick underwriting, we can also say yes to quick underwriting, and Super is going to automatically create a tag for us to know that, hey, this is a quick underwriting that we need to do. And this is going to get a tag that says quick underwriting. So the team can know that, hey, this needs to move fast. But once that's done, we can move the deal to preparing for approval. Once the preparing for approval is there, you have to check if, of course, they're getting all the credit limits using Super, and you get all these automation here, and the underwriting object is moved to this stage. So it automatically moves it to the next one. And the next step is for the account, for the underwriting team is to make a decision, which will pop up the decision if it is approved, rejected, or conditionally approved. If we go ahead and approve an underwriting application, this object, the underwriting object, automatically moves the associated deal to finance approved, which is our closed one. And all of these are happening through these different workflows, which we created in the background, starting from all the way, like if the lead is a new business, the deal is a new business, it sends a task to create, prepare an application, send a notification that it's ready for application, and start from there. If we want to, let's say, a lead is qualified and automatically create a deal. We also have that as a workflow. We see all of that here. Whenever a lead is qualified, automatically create a deal, the company name, put it in the mutual interest stage, um, put the close date of it and when people are going to win this, and put the amount of the deal. Those are all automations that are happening in the background. And going back to our underwriting file, if we see the associated deal to it, it's already moved automatically to finance approved, which is great. And it's still asking us to fill in the credit limits, which is an amazing tool of Superb as well. All those are set in Superb's process rules, where you can just, for example, say decision is approved. If it's approved, put this tag. So if I go back to the underwriting object, see that it says, oh, decision is approved, quick underwriting is needed, and all of these automated tasks are happening in the background. Update here that, hey, the new Concrete has just been received the finance approved and it's ready to move forward. Great news. Notify the finance team and the sales team that, hey, this is all good. Move forward with it. We went through all these documentation. Everything seems to be good. Let's move forward. And in the workflows, we have all these different automations that I was talking about. So whenever an underwriting stage decision is approved, it automatically moves the deal to finance approved. And this is the automation that's working in the background again and makes everyone's life easier, not to have any manual tasks, and make sure that teams are saving hours and hours of emails, manual work, forgetting about things. All of this happens in seconds. And this workflow and automation helped these companies move from 5 million to 25 million ARR with the same resources without adding any additional team members. So, you guys have any questions on the demo? Cool, no questions so far. I'll also want to show you I'll move forward with from the operations to just reporting and dashboards. So this is a management level sales reporting. This team already closed 299,000 this year. We have the deals closed totals versus goals. So how much the goal was this month versus how much is the reality. We've been doing great all the way to March. So the revenue goal was 135,000, but we closed 299. And if I click on those, I can go deep into which ones are those deals that did actually close. Quarterly performance is the same report as this one. Instead of monthly breakdown, we see quarterly. So we did very well for Q1. Today is Q2, of course. And we still have, of course, 3 months to get to this goal. And we know that as a management. We see the pipeline value that we have, upselling and new business. How much is the existing customers pipeline and new business? How much pipeline value we have total? How much gross do we have in the pipeline? The sales velocity, which is an important metric. How long does it take for each account executive to close a deal? Winning a deal takes 275 days for me and 160 days for Colton. Colton is doing a great job here. Other than that, we have the deal average time spent, so we can see how much each person is spending at each stage. And from there, we can analyze, hey, these deals are stuck 133 days in this stage. We should definitely do something about it. And it gives you a red flag to clean up all the data here. And just velocity-wise, you can tell that, hey, this is something wrong, this is something wrong, I should do something about it. And it tells us how long it's taking for a deal to move from one stage to the other. We can break down the revenue by industry, computer science, financial services, and by month. We can break down by territory. How much are we getting from Albania, Armenia, Spain, and so on. Industry breakdown by the country, so specifically the US. How long does it take for an opportunity to close from start all the way to end by source? By rep, each rep, how much each account executive closed one. So Colton closed 59,000, Garo closed 240,000, and compared the two with a healthy competition between your team members. The closed revenue and the number of deals, so how much revenue we closed each month, and the number of deals that we closed one. Number of open deals, so how much open pipeline do we have? Open deals that are closing this quarter. So if you have a quarterly meeting or a monthly meeting, you can share this with your manager. Say, hey, I'm expecting these 3 deals to close in April, May, and June. I have these high priority deals, medium priority deals that are closing, and low priority deals that are closing, and the total sales number and how much are we expecting to close in the future months and the past months as well. So yeah, these are the dashboards that HubSpot can help you realize how your account executives are doing, what are you doing against your goals, what's your revenue real time, and all of that. And you can integrate all this with your payment processing system, so it automatically updates this in HubSpot as a line item, and you can get everything inside HubSpot clearly and report on it. Have daily reports, monthly or quarterly reports. And the last piece I wanted to cover on the integration part is just the native apps that HubSpot has. It has already 1900, not 1500. So on a daily basis, apps are being integrated with HubSpot. So you can send a Slack message, for example, when finance approves one of your deals. You can connect your Microsoft Teams to bring all your notes in there. For example, I'm using Fathom. If you bring Fathom, you can see the AI meeting notes automatically synced in the person's history, which takes a lot of time to take manual notes. It just goes there, sits there, and puts the AI summary. And all of those integrations make HubSpot the best place to live for an AE, for a customer success, for a marketing person. Any questions so far? Yeah, Maria Clara, can you replace our current underwriting portfolio tools? Yeah, absolutely. Just like I showed you in HubSpot, we made this entire custom object of underwriting, and you can use all of it inside HubSpot. You don't even need an underwriting tool. You can definitely go ahead and use it. It's very much customized. All those properties are custom made specifically for the client. You can use them and replace it with your existing tools of underwriting. So you consolidate all of that in one place. We will shortly see also in the presentation of how how to get the case study, how different teams save that. So I'll go ahead with the white paper if you guys are interested about this use case that we helped this specific company. You can just scan this QR code and submit a form, and you'll get your white paper about the specific company, how it went from 5 million to 25 million in just 6 months, and how this specific process helped them. And feel free to contact me as well if you want to dive deeper on how we did all this setup and how long it took and all that good things. So 2 success stories I wanted to share here. One was a company that was based in Singapore and Malaysia that became 4 times more efficient by enabling the great productivity tools similar to what I just showed you. All the automations and workflows in the background just help them become 4 times more efficient, which have been showing a granular visibility on their customer journey and showing who's doing what, aligning marketing, sales, and customer success. Their name was Carda, and of course I will share this case study with you after the call. They went with the full launch of HubSpot and grew their fintech and team by 4 times. The other case study is Playo, which is also a fintech company that saved $350,000 just by consolidating different tools, canceling subscriptions of different tools, and just using HubSpot as their source of truth, replacing their calendar tool. And they were based in Denmark. And yeah, they had 200 employees. They had the CRM added and the enterprise feature of it with the custom objects added completely inside HubSpot, and it saved them 350,000 just by having HubSpot completely set up correctly, and they eliminated more than 4 tools by just setting up HubSpot. So one tool is replaced